is the field CTO for HashiCorp. And welcome, Ray.
Hey, Prasant. Super excited to be here to talk to you today.
All right, Ray. So we all know this, right? Like infrastructure as code, or IAC, has been that go-to DevOps tool for quite a few years now in the public cloud environment for provisioning infrastructure. But now we are seeing this renewed interest in the private cloud environment. So why is that happening right now, and what is causing this acceleration?
Hey, I couldn't agree more. Infrastructure as code is quite a trend right now within the DevOps community. Whether you happen to be in the public clouds, or you have no intention to go to a public cloud, or you're in a hybrid somewhere between the two, we see many enterprises picking up infrastructure as code or declaratively defining what that whole entire stack looks like, regardless if they're in the public cloud or not. The reason being is that they would like to be able to see the same types of gains as you would see from any of the cloud native enterprises in the Bay Area. So
Mhm.
thousands of deploys in a month or in a week or on demand versus having these larger, longer time to value cycles of 6 months in the past, which you would typically see from a typical ClickOps type of environment.
So Ray, Cisco and HashiCorp have been working together for quite some time. And we've recently announced the Cisco Intersight service for HashiCorp Terraform as a way to bring that DevOps infrastructure as code paradigm into the private cloud data center. So talk a bit about what are that benefits that our customers will see because of our strategic partnership.
Well, I'm super excited about the new offering. What we're able to do is provide your customers with the ability to have infrastructure as code in a clean and consistent format. And the values are this velocity will increase completely if you actually apply the appropriate workflows. The ability to reduce risk by having the best of breed solutions and stacks, whether that happens to be your best practices for telemetry or security or storage or networking or deep databases as a purpose driven stack, let's say, for instance, and let your applications be able to consume those relatively quickly and make sure that they can go through systems of self-service where your teams can move very, very quickly, but also feel safe that there are guardrails in place so that you don't expose everything out to the public internet, let's say, or that there is high availability in place, or that you won't overspend on your public cloud providers. These are things that can and are available as part of the Terraform Cloud Insight partnership at this point in time.
So Ray, as we are talking about this, what are some of the best practices, some of the milestones that our customers need to look at when they start looking at infrastructure as code and getting that consistent cloud operating model, no matter where they are in that journey?
HashiCorp sits at a unique perspective within the industry. We get to see the adoption journey for thousands of enterprises around the globe. And really what's interesting is that the adoption patterns are surprisingly consistent, regardless of size or industry in this particular case. One of those happens to be around infrastructure as code, where people define what infrastructure looks like in a declarative format that can be run constantly or torn down and repaved on a continuous basis, whether that happens to be vSphere and Kubernetes on premise, or whether that happens to be any of your public cloud providers.
Hey, those were some great insights, Ray. Really, thank you for your time, and thank you for you and your company's partnership with Cisco.
Really appreciate it. Thanks so much, Pratham, for the time.